Welcome guys. In the last class, it's a small break. So we are in discussion of lecture 4, how to write the structure of alkanes, simple hydrocarbons, and then how to write their IUPAC nomenclature. So in that topic, we are in discussion now about methane CH4. So we discussed how to write its name by taking a or root and the suffix "ane", we are able to write the name of that CH4 as methane. So when come to the point of structure, how to write the structure? So in writing the structure of any organic compound or any compound, always we need to keep in mind is what is the valence of central atom. Here one carbon is surrounded by many more hydrogens, that is 4 hydrogens. So we have to keep in mind what is the valence of carbon, then what is the valence of hydrogen. So in organic chemistry or wherever carbon you found, the valence of carbon is always 4, means always there should be 4 bonds around carbon, and the valence of hydrogen is 1, means hydrogen can only form 1 bond. So you need to keep 1 bond with hydrogen, 4 bonds with carbon. Let's see how it is. So central atom, always there should be 4 bonds around carbon. So then there should be 1 bond with each hydrogen. So keep hydrogens like this. So this is the general structure of methane, but not the exact structure. Carbon in alkanes, carbon in alkanes is going to attain tetrahedral geometry, that is beyond your knowledge. Means in 11th class you are going to learn what is tetrahedral geometry here. So this is how it is going to be arranged. Okay, then let's go for next one. Or the next one, if n is equal to 2, if n is equal to 2, what would be the structure and what would be its name? Therefore, if n is equal to 2, what is the formula of alkane? The formula of alkane is C2H2 into 2 plus 2, that is equal to C2H6. Okay, number of carbons are how many? Number of carbons are 2. That implies word root is equal to 8. If there are 2 carbons, the word root is 8. And what is the suffix name? Suffix name is ane. Suffix name is ane. So IUPAC name, how to write the IUPAC name? They are simple direct hydrocarbons. So IUPAC name can be written using word root plus suffix name. Okay, so word root is eth plus suffix name is ane, that is equal to ethane. Ethane. Okay, how to write the structure? how to write the structure. Simply, how many carbons are there? 2 carbons are there. So step 1, write the skeleton. Skeleton means carbon chain. How many carbons? 2 carbons. C, C. Okay, link them by a single bond. Okay, write the skeleton like this. In every one, alkenes, alkanes, alkynes, in every structure you are going to write this skeleton. This is called skeleton. Step 2, complete the valence using hydrogens. Complete the valence using hydrogens. Here skeleton carbon is linked to other carbon by a single bond. Means each carbon is having one bond around it. This bond, single bond, belongs to this carbon. This single bond is also belongs to this carbon. So both the carbons are getting single bond. Now how many bonds are less of 4? Each carbon is having a single bond. So there should be additionally 3 bonds around each carbon, because each carbon is deficient of 4 bonds around it. So skeleton, and each carbon needs 3 bonds more, because this is already 1 bond and remaining 3. This carbon also needs other 3 bonds. So 6 bonds. How many hydrogens are there in total? In total there are 6 hydrogens. Keep 1 hydrogen with each bond. Like that you are going to present the writing of a structure and IUPAC names. So we will generalize the concept now by having some of the word roots for more number of carbons. Let us see. Okay, please have a look at the board, clearly understand the concept and apply it. Let's draw a table where you can find word roots for many number of carbons and the formula for alkane and its name. So let's draw a table. It is a number of carbons, n, word root. What is word root? Then formula of alkane, and structure. Formula of alkane and a name. We will make a name, and final column we are going to make is structure. So number of carbons 1, word root is meth, alkane is methane, formula of alkane is CH4 and its name is methane. What is the structure? C H H H H. Then number 2, if number of carbons are 2, word root is eth, then a formula For number of carbons are 2, that is C2H6 ethane. Number of carbons is, that is ethane. Then structure is, first draw the skeleton, count the number of bonds around each carbon. So around each carbon there is only one bond. We need 3 more additional bonds. So we are drawing 3 lines around each carbon. So put hydrogens like this. Then if 3 carbons are there, if 3 carbons are there, word root is prop. What is the suffix name for alkanes? Ane. So prop plus ane, propane. What is the formula? C3H8. Its name is propane. Propane. How to write the structure? How many carbons? There are 3 carbons. Write the skeleton. C. Skeleton structure. How many bonds are deficient? For this carbon, how many bonds are less? 1 bond is there, 3 are less. 1, 2, 3. For this carbon, there are 2 bonds around it already. This is 1 bond, this is second bond. So this central carbon is deficient of 2 bonds. So draw 2 lines. Then this carbon is similar to this carbon. So 3 bonds are less. Now keep hydrogens. So this is the structure of propane. Like that, we are going to continue our discussion. Next, one is number of carbons 4. Word root bute. Word root is bute. The formula of alkane is C4H 2 into 4 8, 8 plus 2 10, C4H10. What is the suffix name? Ane. Therefore it is bute plus ane, butane. Butane. So how to write the structure? First form the skeleton. 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons. So put single bonds. Okay. Now count the number of bonds around each carbon. So this carbon is having only 1 bond around it. So it needs 3 bonds. This carbon is having already 2 bonds. So it is deficient of 2 bonds. This carbon is having 2 bonds around it. So it is also deficient of 2 bonds. This carbon is already having 1 bond around it. So it is deficient of 3 bonds. So total you can put now arrange the hydrogens. Hydrogen, 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 hydrogen. Count the number of hydrogens if you want. 4 hydrogens at the bottom, 4 hydrogens on the top, and left and right 2 hydrogens. Total 10 hydrogens. So valence of each hydrogen is satisfied and valence of each carbon is satisfied. That is the main important point you have to keep in mind. Valence of every atom should be satisfied in the given structure. Then number of carbons 5. If number of carbons are 5, the word root is pent. The word root is pent. The formula of alkane is C5H12. Substitute here C5 H12. So word root is pent and suffix name for alkanes is ane. Pent plus ane, pentane. Pent plus ane, pentane. Then structure, how to write the structure? Again, there are 5 carbons. Draw them in a straight fashion like this. There are 5 carbons are drawn in a straight line. So put single bond between each carbon. Now count the number of carbons, that is number of bonds around each carbon. This carbon is having only one bond, so you need to keep 3 bonds around it. See, there should be no double bonds and triple bonds because we are in the discussion of alkanes. Then this carbon is already having 2 bonds around it, so we need to keep 2 bonds. This carbon is also having 2 bonds around it, so we need to keep 2 bonds, and this carbon is having only 1 bond, so we need to keep 3 bonds. Now fill with hydrogens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 hydrogens, 5 carbons, and valence of each carbon and hydrogen is satisfied. Then word root 6. Number of carbons are 6. The word root for number of carbons are 6 is hex. Hex is the word root. What is the formula? C6H14. Simply substitute, you will get. So what is the suffix name? Ane for alkanes. Word root is hex. Hex plus ane, hexane. How to write the structure again? How many carbons? 6 carbons. Draw them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now keep single bond like this. This is skeleton you have written. After writing the skeleton, count the number of bonds around each carbon. When you count the number of bonds around each carbon, this carbon is having only 1 bond around it, so you need to keep 3 more bonds. Then this carbon is having 2 bonds around it, so we need to keep 2 bonds. This carbon is also having 2 bonds around it, so we need to keep 2 bonds more. This carbon is having 2 bonds around it, so other 2 bonds are required to satisfy its valence. This carbon is having 2 bonds around it, therefore we need other 2 bonds. So this carbon is having only 1 bond, so we need to keep 3 bonds. Now write the hydrogens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So the number of carbons and the given valence, we are able to write the structure. So please have a look at, then we will proceed further. Okay guys, then how many carbons we are having? Next number of carbons is 7. 7. Word root is heptane. You have to remember this word root. Word root is common for all the types of compounds because that is depend upon number of carbons, that is not dependent on the class of compound, means whether it is alkane or alkene or alkyne or carboxylic acid or alcohol or alkyl halides or any class of compound. If it is having word root of that is if it is having 7 carbons in the main chain, we have to use hept as the word root. Then what is the formula? 7, substitute C7H2 into 7, 14, 14 plus 2, 16, that is C7H16. How to write the structure? Write the skeleton first. Carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 carbons. Put one link. 1, no need to count. After keeping the link, count the number of bonds around each carbon. So this carbon is having only one bond around it, it needs 3 more bonds. When it is the case of this carbon, it is having only 2 bonds, so we need to keep 2 bonds. So it should be having 3 bonds. Now attach hydrogen to the each bond. You can count the number of hydrogens. Okay, if we count the number of hydrogens, they should come 16. So the valence of each carbon is satisfied and the valence of each hydrogen is satisfied. So you are able to draw the structure of heptane. So if you forgot the writing of name, that is hept plus ane, heptane. Then 8. If we take 8, word root is oct, 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 in October. Okay, formula of alkane is C8, substitute C8H18, C8H18. So how to write? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 6 carbons in the given compound. We are arranging them in a straight chain fashion. So keep single bonds like this. Then this carbon is deficient of 3 bonds. These 2 carbons are 1, 1, that is 2, 2 bonds. Like that. Now keep hydrogen. Like this. So if you count the number of hydrogens, there should be 8 hydrogens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Then what is the name of this compound? There are 8 carbons, therefore word root is oct and suffix name is ane, therefore octane. Octane. Then 9 carbons, non is the word root. If any compound contains, main carbon chain contains 9 carbon, means the word root you have to use is non, N-O-N, non, and the formula is C9H20 and the name is non plus ane, nonane. How to write the structure? Arrange the carbons in a straight chain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And keep single bonds first. See, these terminal carbons, end carbons are having 3 hydrogens in alkanes and internal carbons are having two hydrogens around each carbon. That similarity you can draw from these structures. Hydrogen, 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 hydrogen. Keep like this, we will get the structure. Like that we are going to get. Then I am not going to give the structure for the last compound, that is 10 carbons, up to 10 I will teach. Then 11 carbons on deck. DEC, deck. Okay, 10 carbons are there. The word it is deck. The formula is C10H22. H22. Then the word, what is the IUPAC name for C10H22? Dec plus ane, decane. Dec plus ane, decane. So please write the structure yourself. Please try the structure. It is very easy. One more carbon than is nonane. So in this way you should be able to write. You should be able to write the structure of alkanes. Here these two columns, number of carbons and word root, are common for any organic compound. Okay, this word root depends upon the number of carbons. Okay, so in this way we are going to write the structure of alkanes and the naming also. Once you are familiar up to this writing of structure of alkanes, it is very simple to write the structure of alkenes and alkynes and their naming also. So we will proceed further. Please have a look at and then note the point. Okay. Next we are going to discuss IUPAC nomenclature of alkenes and alkynes. IUPAC nomenclature of alkenes and alkynes. So when come to the point of alkenes and alkynes, directly the IUPAC name only you are dealing. Okay. So I am going to tell about only simple alkenes and alkynes, not much complex alkenes and alkynes, because there should be, so we have to discuss so many rules. So it is not the part of CBSE syllabus. So if come to the point of alkenes, what is the general molecular formula? CnH2n, where n is equal to 2, 3, 4, so on. Okay, so IUPAC name is any content, that is IUPAC name, suffix name. IUPAC suffix name is "-ene". So IUPAC name, how do you write? IUPAC name is suffix, that is a word root, number of carbons, word root plus a suffix. We have to add word root plus suffix is going to give the name of that corresponding alkane. Okay, sometimes here all are not single bonds. In alkanes all are single bonds, but in alkenes and alkanes one or two bonds may present as double bonds. So we have to represent its position. If two or more positions are possible, okay, if one position is possible, no need to, if there is only one chair in the classroom, who is going to sit means only single student can sit. Okay, if there are more than two chairs or more than one chair, who is going to sit? That is going to be the question. Here also same thing. If there are more than one position is possible, if more than one position is possible for double bond, then where it has to sit, whether it is at first position or second position or third position, we have to identify the position of double bond by giving numbering. So I more preferably give the name word root plus suffix alk. Okay, word root alk. Alk means number of carbons. Alk, position number in, or single double bond containing. This gap is going to represent position number of the double bond. Position number of the double bond. Okay, I would not complicate. I would give the names only on this basis. If you want to mention the position, means if more than one position is possible for double bond, so you have to give this type of IUPAC name. Alk means word root, in means suffix name, okay, leave all those. So this is what you should follow, but I will simply give only the simple names depending on the formula, not on the structure. If you go the naming of alkenes basing on structure, we have to follow this type of version, then this version. If you are giving the name basing on only formula, this is sufficient. Add word root and suffix, then you are going to get the names. Okay, so let's try first one. If n is equal to 2, if n is equal to 2, if n is equal to 2, what is the formula? Alkenes formula is CnH2n, C2H4. So what is the word root? What is the word root? 2 carbons, 2C, means word root is eth. Word root would not change, I told you. Then suffix is, what is the suffix? Suffix name is in. Suffix name is in. That implies, what is the IUPAC name? IUPAC name is word root plus suffix. So word root is eth plus in, that is equal to ethene. You can also say ethylene, ethene. Okay. So alkenes, general formula is CnH2n, too many times we discussed, and their suffix name is in. How to write their IUPAC name using, if the formula is given, word root plus suffix is enough, like this. If the structure is given, if you have to check whether one or more position is possible for double bond, then you have to mention the position number of the double bond also. We will check that naming also. Let's see. Okay, please have a look at and clarify yourself. So, then next one, you are in discussion of alkenes. I will discuss two alkenes or three alkenes, CN, H2N. So, if N is equal to 3, that implies the formula is C3H6. So, by the formula you are going, what is word root? Word root is, for 3 carbons, word root is prop. Word root is prop. Then suffix name for alkene. What is the suffix? Suffix name is "-ene". Means the alk itself represents word root. So, alprop plus "-ene", propene. How to write the structure? Let's structure. If we go through the structure of any compound, if you want to write the structure, how many carbons are there? 3 carbons are there. Only first step is draw the skeleton. Draw the skeleton. Okay. What is the class of compound? The class of compound it is belong to is alkenes. So, after writing the skeleton with the single bonds, what is the class of compound you have to find? It belongs to alkene. Means it should contain double bond. It should contain double bond. So, make where the double bonds should present? Between carbon and carbon, not between carbon and hydrogen. So, between 2 carbons, make it one double bond. Now, count the number of carbons, that is, count the number of hydrogens around each carbon. So, this carbon is short of 3 hydrogens. This carbon already having 1, 2, 3 bonds around there, around this central atom. So, 1 bond is required. This carbon is short of how many bonds? 2 bonds. So, keep hydrogens. So, what you have to write? Write the carbon skeleton and keep make a 1 bond, single bond as double bond, because it is belongs to alkenes, and count the number of hydrogens or count the number of bonds around each carbon. There should be 4 bonds around each carbon. So, this first carbon is having only 1 bond initially. So, I kept 3 bonds. This central carbon is already having 1, 2, 3 bonds around it. Therefore, I kept 1 additional bond. And if you look at this carbon, this is already having 2 bonds, and we need to keep other 2 additional bonds so that its valency is going to satisfied. So, this is the structure of propene. What about ethene? So, ethene is having 2 carbons. So, write 2 carbons. Ethene we are calling. Ene is the end name. Whenever ene is coming, you should say there is maybe 1 double bond or 2 double bonds, or more than 2 double bonds are also possible. Since only ene is told, therefore, the carbon and carbon should be bonded by 2 bonds. Ene. Carbon having double bond. So, only 2 carbons are there. Those 2 carbons should be bonded together by double bond. Then, count the number of bonds around each carbon. So, this carbon is having only 2 bonds. This carbon is having only 2 bonds. So, keep 2 more additional bonds. We will get, I kept 3, 5 bonds. like that. Hydrogen, 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 hydrogen. So this is the structure of ethene. Okay. So these are structure of ethene and propane. Then further also you can proceed, but that much is not required for that CBSE preparation. Then we'll write the IUPAC names of different alkenes. Okay, we'll leave the writing of structure. N is equal to 3 power N is equal to 4. What is the formula? C4H8. N is equal to 5. C5H10. N is equal to 6. C6H12. N is equal to 7. C7H14. So these are the alkene formulas from the general formula CnH2n. So 4 carbons, what is the word root? 4 carbons, the word root is bute. What is the suffix name for alkenes? In. The suffix name for alkenes is in, butene. What is the word root for number of carbons? 5. The number of carbons 5, the word root is pent, and the suffix name is in, pentene. What is the word root for number of carbons? 6. If number of carbons are 6, the word root is hex. The word root is hex. Therefore, the suffix name is in, hexene. If the word root is, what is the word root for number of carbons? 7. Hept. So, hept. What is the suffix name? Ane, heptane. Okay. So, these are the names of some alkenes. We can extend number of carbons 8. C8H16. What is that? Octane. Number of carbons 9. C9H18. Nonene. Then number of carbons 10. C10H20. That is decene. Like that, you can write the or try the names of different alkenes. Let's go for alkynes. Next one is alkynes. There is no difference between ene and ine. Only the suffix name is ine you have to keep. Ine you have to keep. So next one is alkynes. Alkynes. CnH2n minus 2. Alkynes, where N is equal to 2, 3, 4, so on. N is equal to 2, 3, 4, so on. So, what is the suffix name? IUPAC given suffix name is ine. Okay. What is the IUPAC name then? IUPAC name is written as word root plus ine. Word root plus ine. Okay. So, we are going to write like that. Let us try for 2 carbon containing alkynes. So, if N is equal to 2, that implies the formula is C2H2 into 2 minus 2, that is equal to C2H2. C2H2. So what is the name of this compound? What? 2 carbons. Number of carbons C is equal to 2. Therefore, word root is equal to eth. Word root is equal to eth. Then, what is the suffix name? Suffix name is, suffix is ine. Suffix is ine. So, if you want to write the IUPAC name, what you have to do? IUPAC name is equal to word root plus suffix, that is eth plus ine, that is equal to ethine. Okay, common name is acetylene. Acetylene. Acetylene flame welding. One of the application of hydrocarbon is we are using liquefied petroleum gas for cooking our food that contains N-butane and propane. Then when you go for welding shops, they are going to get some gas from a red cylinder, not our LPG cylinder. There would be different cylinder. That is, means they are going to have a cylinder like opening here. They are going to have this some opening seal here, and this is a gas pipe. Gas from here they are going to get. They are going to add some ingredient, some white stones, that is called carbide stones, calcium carbide, CaC2, calcium carbide stones they are going to add. Then they are going to add some water, so that this calcium carbide is going to react with water to produce acetylene gas. Okay, that acetylene gas is used in the flame welding. Acetylene flame welding. Okay, so how to write the structure? What is the class of compound it is? The class of compound it belongs to is alkynes. So if you want to write the structure, how to write the structure of this one? Structure of ethine. What is the structure of ethine? There are 2 carbons in ethine. Therefore, skeleton structure CC, and the class of compound it belongs to is ine, means there should be at least one triple bond between the carbons present in that compound. That compound contains only 2 carbons, so those 2 carbons should be bonded together by triple bond, means 3 bonds. Now how many bonds are there around each carbon? This carbon is having 3 bonds, 1, 2, 3, and this carbon is also having 1, 2, 3 bonds, means each carbon is deficient of 1 bond only. Therefore, keep a 1 line on the each carbon side and fill it with hydrogens. So this is the structure of ethine. Okay. Next. So when you move on to the next one, let's go for different examples. N is equal to 3. If n is equal to 3, what is the formula? C3H 2 into 3 minus 2, that is equal to C3H4. So what is the word root? IUPAC name, if you look at, what is the word root? 3 carbons are there, so word root is prop. And what is the class of compound it belongs to? Alkynes, therefore propyne. That is propyne. Okay, prop plus ine, propyne. How to write the structure? Structure, how to write? So first write the carbons in a straight chain fashion. Now since it is a class of compound belongs to alkynes, there should be at least one triple bond between any two carbons, ine. So there should be at least one triple bond between any two carbons. So I have two choices. This is a one carbon skeleton, this other carbon skeleton. I can keep here. Put remaining bonds, single bonds. Now why can't there be triple bond between this carbon? Like that. And a single bond is there between these two carbons. Now count the number of bonds around each carbon. This carbon is having only one bond around it, so it needs 3 more bonds. This carbon, look at this carbon. This carbon is already having 4 bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. So no need of keeping any hydrogens on this carbon. Now this carbon is having how many bonds around it? 1, 2, 3. So it needs only one bond. Let's go for this carbon. Same as this carbon. 1. And this carbon, central carbon, both central carbons. No need of any hydrogens because all 3 plus 1, 4 bonds are there. Valence of carbon is satisfied. Now this carbon is having only one bond around it. Therefore, you are going to keep 3 bonds. Now keep hydrogens. So what is there the difference in between these two structures? According to theory, there is no difference between these two structures. Okay, whenever there is a double bond or triple bond, we have to give main preference among hydrocarbons, I am telling. So we should start the numbering from the carbon which is containing double bond or triple bond first. So I am going to count the numbering from here. 1, 2, 3. I am going to count the numbering from here. 1, 2, 3 because the double bonds and triple bonds are more preferred over carbon-carbon single bond. So when counting procedure started, this carbon is getting 1 and this carbon is getting 1 and this carbon is getting 2. This carbon is getting 2. Means, so if you label carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, C1, C2, C3, C1, C2, C3. So in both the cases, the triple bond is present between C1, C2 carbons. So there would be no difference between these two structures. So you will get a more clear ideas in 11th class, or in future I may probably make videos for general IUPAC nomenclature for higher classes. Then you can go to that link and learn it. So similarly, you can try different alkynes and different names. Okay. With this, I am concluding this IUPAC nomenclature of alkanes, alkenes and alkynes. And in next class, we are going to discuss the IUPAC nomenclature of organic compounds containing different functional groups. Only simple, up to 2 carbons or 3 carbons, because it is a 10th class presentation. So I will give some outer roles, then homologous series, then go for important reactions. Okay, thank you. Please be careful.